Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to one and all. Today's episode is a pre-recorded episode due to the Independence Holiday week here in the United States. So if you are celebrating Independence Day in the U.S., I wish you a very happy and safe holiday celebration. And if you are elsewhere in the world, welcome. I wish you a very safe and happy week. I hope everybody's doing well and is having a wonderful and successful week in whatever it is your endeavors are this week. As usual, all of the usual disclaimers are in the description of the video, and I want to send a big welcome to everybody. Welcome if you are new to my channel, the New Galaxy Gamers channel. If you're new to the community, welcome aboard. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you. If you left a comment or anything, if you left a comment in the last video, thank you for your comments, your suggestions, your feedback, etc. It's great to interact with you, and I do enjoy it. Please don't worry if you left a comment in last week's episode. I will get to those comments, and I will see them and respond as quickly as I can. Like I said, this is a pre-recorded episode, so as you're seeing this, I'm on my little holiday vacation. That being said, last week, as you remember, we finished hooking up the current cargo containers in Storage Center 1 to our new conveyor network, and I'm really happy to see that. And today what I want to do, because as I thought about it, it made sense. I want to kind of start framing out the Ore Refinery Center 2, just so that we can start getting a better idea of how the conveyor network is going to work for those two rooms. So let's go ahead and grab some steel plate, because we are going to need it. And let's just jetpack ourselves over here so I don't have to walk myself over there. I'm going to be good and not say anything that would be considered inappropriate. And yeah. So got to hold on. I need to just take a look at one little quick thing I did. And I see a window that needs to be fixed too. Okay, I did that too. Alright, so let's go over here. By the way, if you do hear music in the background, ladies and gentlemen, please know that it is not me playing the music. It is coming from elsewhere. My next door neighbor. Inventory full. Oopsie. My next door neighbor seems to think that it's okay to play music really loud. So, but if you are hearing it, it is not me, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I just wanted to kind of get that out there. Alright, so let's do this. Just so I can go down there and grab that stupid steel plate. There we go. Alright, let's get our door. Let's see. I think we used the hangar door. Yeah. And I don't like getting people in trouble if I don't really have to. So as long as he keeps it down over there, we won't get him in trouble. Sometimes when you live where I live, you know, some buildings tend to be older and they don't have all of the soundproofing elements in them, and some people don't realize that and they forget after a while, and you kind of have to remind them. And I don't mind, that's okay, you know, I don't have issue with that. Okay, got those in there. You know, I try to be neighborly and do the right thing, but sometimes doing the right thing is not always accurate. The better idea, the better judgment of valor, as they like to call it. But My aunt's like, my aunt and uncle would always be like, well, why do you put up with that nonsense? It's like, well, because I like to be friendly and I don't like to stir the hornet's nest, as it were. But it's all right. They're good people. I can't ask for better. I've got pretty good neighbors for the most part. So one passed away in a horrific accident a couple weeks back, and it's just one of those things where you're reminded when you see somebody pass away due to injuries from an accident, just how invulnerable we are as human beings. And, so yeah. Alright, so we're framing... Enough about that, though. Let's have fun. We're framing out the Ore Refinery Center just because I want to, as we start... Oh, Build and Repair wants to be helpful. Thank you. I kind of want to know what we're dealing with when it comes to the Ore Refinery Center and the networking, the conveyor network we need to have too. So that's why I think it would be beneficial for us to do this. Okay, I guess that's... And some... So, that's what we'll do. We'll just do this. It'd be really cool to have the Ore Refinery Center built along with the storage center, because then I can get rid of that old, outdated network of ours that we had set up. Yay, we got it connected. Alright, cool. So now all we gotta do is this. We know the build and repair can reach in here, so that's actually good, so it can actually help us weld everything up. So all we have to do now is just go row by row. And do this. Just like that. We're not going to do too much in here in this episode. We are going to frame this out, though, just so that we have a pretty good idea of what we're looking at. And the stone is almost out of the refinery, so that's actually good. I saw some scrap metal in there that I need to put through the refinery too, so make sure to do that. I did not get everything moved over yet, but I will. There we go. There we go. Maybe we can make sure we get that in. All welded. Plus, we got the build and repair in the storage center now, so may as well go ahead and let it help us, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, the Ore Refinery Center is also going to have a build and repair in it, too. Obviously. Keep doing that. And, keep making that mistake, putting blocks where I don't want them. So we'll do this. Normally I do my recordings late in the evening, because I know that's the best time, or early morning, but, yeah, the last couple of weeks has been, not gone the way it normally goes, so. I'm also trying to keep a cool head and about everything, so. They always say cooler heads always prevail. I happen to agree. Oh. Look there. There we go. I was wondering. So yeah, let's see. Now, obviously, while I'm on my little vacation, I'm obviously going to be working on the website too for the channel and all that good stuff. So by the time, hopefully, if everything goes well, by the time the next episode comes out next week, maybe, just maybe, the website will be live. I keep making that mistake, putting blocks where I don't need them to be. Get ready for that. I do not believe the build and repair system in the storage center and storage center 1 can actually reach out here, so to this part. I could be wrong, but I don't think it can. There we go. Got the floor down, so. Alright, let's, weld it up.
Energy low.
Alright. Let's recharge. May as well. We're right here. And we'll go grab ourselves some more steel plate. So as I said in last week's episode, I actually saw a game that was in early development. Looks like it's in early development. The developer seems to be adding a lot of the same ideas that Space Engineers has. And which is cool. So I think they're going to try to do a improvement, maybe. But it has some interesting ideas that I kind of like, you know, for terrain and things like that. It's not available to the general public yet. It's not in release mode. I would say it's still probably early development, but it has some pretty good ideas. And it's set in a time where it's the early formation of the galaxy, just after the planet was formed, which is interesting, to say the least. It's in what we call the Archean page, and the Archean age, which is very early solar system. It was before all the trees and vegetation was on the planet, which is pretty cool. It's an interesting idea. So I'll be interested to see how it all pans out. And who knows, if the developer happens to see my channel and maybe they want to send a key for me to test out, even if they say please don't put it on your channel as a video series, that's fine. I love testing new games, new ideas. So but I will be keeping an eye on it, and when it's ready for release I will buy the game happily. Probably. I gotta put that caveat in there, probably. But so far, from what the little bit of I have seen from another YouTuber who the developer had given a couple of keys to, it does actually look interesting. So I will definitely be keeping a close eye on it. And I usually do that. I'll usually watch these videos from other content creators on my non-content creator channel. So Right here, may as well. So, there is that. I still gotta move all those components over to the storage center, but don't worry about it today. There we go. Doing much better. So, let's see. Once I get this floor all welded up, we'll put in the walls. And then we'll go from there. Let's see, I better go grab more. Actually, let me drop some in the build and repair system in here. Ow. So that it can do its thing. Because the reality is the amount of steel plate these blocks take is a lot. I mean, just per steel plate, just for, you know... Oh, it actually does build this side up. Okay. Just for one of these, it takes 25. Just for one block, it takes 25 steel plate. So that's, you know, every 4 blocks you're putting down 100 steel plate. Now, and I'm not saying that's not realistic. For floor, yeah, you probably should have blocks, full blocks, but for wall, I think Keen House is going to have to rethink that. You know, the blocks should be like an actual wall. Because you can actually use, if you're having to use a full block for a wall, that's a problem because that's space you can't put anything in. So I think they're going to have to figure out how to redo their blocks so that in collision, the bounding box that creates the collision for the for each block, they're going to have to rethink that, I think. Because that is, you know, one could argue that is a lot of wasted space. And no, I'm not trying to promote anybody's channel by that name, but there is somebody out there by that name. But I'm not trying to promote their channel. So I'm just saying, you know, you're wasting a lot of valuable space that you could be using in the builds. Put stuff up against the wall if you wanted to. And I'm not 100% sure that they're actually thinking that through, is what I'm trying to say. Oops. Well, that's okay. I'm going to need to weld those up anyway. There we go. Way I don't accidentally do that. Because if I accidentally do that, that would not make things good. That'd not make things really good. That's for sure. They'd have to get welded up anyway, but I like to name those doors first, and then. There we go.
Energy low.
I had a neighbor tell me the other day they wish they could be back in the 1980s, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish that too. That's because it was a simpler time. The only problem is, if I had to go back to the 1980s, we wouldn't have this wonderful game, back then. Wouldn't have the internet really either, but it would still at least... It still at least would be a lot simpler in many ways. Alright.
Energy critical.
Well, I guess I gotta go get energy. Here we go, energy. Alright, we'll restock ourselves on our steel plate while we're right here. Ow! As I slam into my reactor. We'll be making a reactor room, a power room too. For the reactor. We're gonna have, Ooh, okay. So can reach out. I'm just seeing how far out this is actually going to be able to reach. Actually, I know how to figure that out. Just needs girder and bulletproof glass. Up here for a second. And the beauty about our build and repairs, if we want to know the answer to something, we can actually tell it to show us its work area. And let's see. Okay, there we go. And then all right, I need to sit my butt down for a second here. I need to sit my butt down and turn that stupid thing off. We'll turn the work area off for the moment in the drill. There we go. And this is how we will do it. Okay, so that is the area. Okay, so that is the actual work area. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, let's grab out. We'll toss these over here. Grab okay. Go make sure this other window. Oh, I didn't even put these windows in. I thought I had. Oh wait, no, that's right. I didn't. I think I did, but I needed to move the drill over. I think. Yeah, that's right. Okay, there we go. Got that in there. All right. Let's go grab more steel plate, shall we? And we'll do this. And this will tell us where we have to weld. And we'll do that part first, and then we'll throw down the rest and let the build and repair take care of it. Here, our welder. You can see there, it must be our welder. At least it won't be too hard for us to actually get this welded. Alright, let's do this. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Go. Let's just do this real quick so that we can these edges done. That way if we accidentally do something on the edges, like add another block like that, we'll be okay. And weld it up. Whoops. So ever since I removed that solar tower, I've not heard the clanging either. So I think that kind of tells me that they kind of need to do some optimization of the clanging of the automation stuff and the rotors. Which I think if I remember correctly, I think I actually said that before. Is it probably just need to I think I did say it before, but I can't remember. But yeah, I think it is the I think I think if they optimize it, it will be fine. But I mean, technically, wind turbines are better in many cases because, you know, wind's usually more of a constant than sun. You can't really guarantee you're going to have a nice sunny day every day.
Low. Fuel critical.
Oh boy, I almost screwed that one up. Just my thingamarig here. But yeah, so winds, in many cases, wind's probably a little bit more consistent than sun. But there are days you're also not going to have wind, realistically, but you might have sun. So, you know, it's one of those things where you have to figure out what's realistic. But if you have a combination of wind power and solar, the chances are really probably pretty good that you're going to be fine. You'll have consistency, at least. So, there's some who say, well, what about uranium, using a nuclear reactor that requires uranium? Well, you can, but uranium is not something that is infinite. The only time the sun becomes non-infinite is when it explodes. And it goes supernova. That's about the only time that, you know, sunlight would not be an infinite thing. Wind is kind of an infinite thing until at some point there is no atmosphere, and then it becomes a problem. Then it can become a potential problem. Okay, we'll weld up the ceiling. Get the ceiling all welded up here. There we go. And then we do this, 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 this. Up and down. Need more icicles. Need more hydrogen. We'll go ahead and refill our hydrogen too, and our energy and all that good stuff. And we'll take another sip of coffee. I gotta tell you, ever since I discovered vanilla caramel cream, coffee creamer, I've loved every second of it. It's so good. So radically delicious. Yes, I'm being funny. For those who don't know. Okay, just fill up this bottle real quick. Okay. All right. All right, ladies and gents, I am officially lost. Oh. It's supposed to be right here. Right. There. See if we can't get this all working properly. There we go. There we go. It's all about finding those hit points correctly. And maintaining that distance. Out of steel plate already. Da-da-dee-dee-da. Oh. Yeah, I keep getting myself lost. Alright, let's see. Let's come over here. By doing this, we're actually also providing some more of the work that we need to do to keep the base airtight. So. Alright. Oh, there we are. Grab some more steel plate. We love that delicious steel plate, don't we? Wonder if I can put... Ore Refinery, okay. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Oh, I didn't think of this. I actually could probably put... Let me see. Because this seems to be pushing stone back up through, and I don't like that. Let's check this out first and see why it's pushing stone up there. So let's get rid of you. There we go. That should stop stone from going back up into our conveyor. Yeah, that should stop that. All right. Looks like there might still be a little bit of stone. Okay, no, there is none. All right. So it looks like we've gotten all of the stone out of the refinery. We have. So let me do this. That's actually good news. There. Move that there. We'll turn the area off for him because we kind of already know where that is. The build area. We don't need you. Thank you. You're all set. You can continue on with your work for now. We're all set there. Drill, we should have that off. That is turned on. Now we've turned it off. Now we'll start moving the drill over to our other side, and we'll start digging out that area. Okay. So, let's see. I think... Alright, forward offset is that. Horizontal offset. Yeah, I think the horizontal offset is what we want, right? Yeah. Okay, and... Okay. Let's say... 0. Let's move that back this way. Turn that on. Oh, no, we don't want it controlled by a script. We want to show the area so we know where we are. Okay. So I said 0 there. So let's go... minus 50.0. Boom. Kidding me, I got that, right? Holy crap, I actually did. Oh, that is awesome. Haha. Got it, first try. Right then, so we'll go ahead and we shall turn Mr. Drill on. Let Mr. Drill go to work. And turn the area off. And we can then go back here. Tell Mr. Bob, the builder, we want to see our area again. All right, cool. So we are now drilling out the next room, the next area. Good. And before... I can wait on this, actually. There we go. That's now out of there. So if I got that correct, we should not see any more problems with stone going up into our miner. And I shall keep an eye on it. There we go. And there's a dust storm going on outside. Need more steel plate. Hey there, we love steel plate. Yeah, we do. Hey there, we love steel plate. You love it, you should too. That could actually be a Keen Slaughterhouse commercial. Probably wouldn't like me for saying that, but oh well. So we got the drill working on the next area. That's good. Need more steel plate. Oh, this ain't good. I keep getting myself lost. Okay, there's my... That just wasted a lot of hydrogen, so let's refill. And recharge. So that TS doesn't complain. Okay, while I'm right here, let's just see if that is doing what I don't want it to do. Where the heck is that? All right, we need to go find where that cargo container is. I think it's up here. All right, let's check our inventory. So it is actually getting up here still. I got that blacklisted though. Huh. Yep. I'll be damned. It is getting up here. That'll stop it. All right, here's what we're going to do. What the hell is this? Well, we'll put some in there. That'll actually help. Um... Okay. We gotta throw this ice away first. How annoying this is. Alright, so what needs to happen now is we need to take that off for a moment. We need to put a connector right here. Alright, there we go. Okay, so what needs to happen now is... Actually, we gotta go down one more. Okay. I had a feeling I was gonna have to do this. And if you remember correctly, I said that the likelihood that we would end up having to do that was probably pretty strong. Just given everything that I've had seen. So, what we need to do now is we need to build that there. Okay. We need to build 2 sorters. That one's down. Don't know if I can... I don't. Alright. Don't think I can reach that from here. Let's find out. Okay. Alright, so it's this one. Let's put this one here. So now we're gonna say this is conveyor sorter. We're gonna say connection sorter ore in. We're going to come down here, and I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to add all the ore going in. Okay? I don't know if ice is actually considered an ore, if it's considered an ingot. It seems to be considered an ingot. Alright, so that one is now set. So, now what we need to do is build another one. Alright, we need 50 small steel tube and 20 interior plate. We'll have to come back down here and grab it. I think I actually have to go over here. If I remember correctly. Alright, that should be enough. Oh, I'm glad the dust storm's gone. I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so. Now what I wish to do... Alright, I can get it. So this is going to be connector, ship connector out. Ship connector 1. Ingot, nothing. Component out. Alright, so that's now... So now all I'm going to do is allow... Actually, no, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to say blacklist. Actually, you know, that might not be a good idea. Because we might actually need ice. So what I'm going to do, actually, is... I'm going to whitelist... components... ice... and uranium for the reactor. That's all I'm going to do there. Now, if I have done this correctly, that should be it. That should be all we need to do. And then... Okay, that should put a stop to that. What is under actually? Alright, that's just that. Alright, that's connected back up. So if I am right, that should fix that. But we won't know that until... Alright, there we go. But we won't know that until we, actually start taking the stone out. So, I'm going to assume for now, anyway, that that fixes the problem. Excuse me. Yeah, and clearly this one's not working either. But that's okay. We don't really need ice right now. So... Oh, I did... That reminds me, I did... Oh, that's why I did that. Okay. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Let's see, actually... Put that there. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll... Now we'll be able to we'll actually be able to see if that's working. Alright, seems to be... Seems to be fine. Okay, good. Yep, alright, good. So we fixed it. Okay, so actually that means I don't have to go back up there and fix that again. Alright, that's good. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, so now that we got that done, let's go ahead and finish up welding this up, and then we'll call it good for now. And now that we got that actually fixed, now I won't be getting so annoyed over that anymore. Alright, we need more steel plate. Let's go get ourselves some steel plate. Ha ha. There we go. Okay. Now let's bring this down. Because we got to get this piece welded up. Or we can put the rest in. Okay. Alright, let me go grab some more steel plate. We'll go ahead and we'll weld all that up. Okay. And I heard my energy critical, TS, so I'm coming. Alright. So... Grab more steel plate. Here we go. All right. Now, we got the ceiling welded up to that point. Now let's go ahead and let's get this all welded up. Let's get this piece put in and welded. There we go. Okay. Yeah. And now we can do the fun part, this. Now, I don't think I actually did... Yeah, I don't think I did that. That's okay. I think the reason why I didn't actually weld that up, that other corner there, was because I knew I was going to have access to it, so... But I think now that, as I reflect on it, I think I'm going to go ahead and just weld it. That way I'm not freaking out about it later. Oh yeah, I would have had access to it. Okay. Now I'll do it anyway. There he goes with the music again. People who think they need to have a bass speakers really don't know what they're doing. Don't really need a bass speaker. And you sure as heck don't need to listen to your music out loud. But that's alright. I digress. Okay, so there. Now I got that done. Now I won't panic. We'll do this. Get it here, get it there, get it everywhere. There we go. Didn't need that there. And we'll get this. This like this. I keep putting them in the wrong places. Don't. I'm not doing it intentionally, of course, but it does happen. Oh man, he really needs to turn that down. Alright, let's see. It is getting close to wrap up time for this episode, but kind of want to just get this part framed and then So we'll do this. Hopefully I won't screw it up. As we all know, I have a habit of doing so. But it wouldn't be fun if I didn't make something explode. Alright. Another dust storm I can see. Why the heck did I put that there? I think we can finish this wall. At least get it in place. And there we go. There you go. There we go. Got that back wall done. And now let's go and... How much time do I got? 11 minutes. It might take a little extra time, actually. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll finish the framing of the Ore Refinery Center in the next episode, and that'll help us to begin the process of installing the refineries that we need, and so we can start moving the ore processing over there. That being said, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be... Thank you, Tias. Please be... If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and be sure to smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. Also, be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, pet boa constrictor. Although Little Kitten would love to know why you'd want to have a snake as a pet. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you have a very safe and happy holiday, Independence Day. And I shall see you in the next episode of A Progressive Survival in Space Engineers right here on the New Galaxy Gamers channel. Happy gaming!